Welcome to Puerto Rico. Explore beyond the shore. Athletes prepare for the 45th running of the San Blas Half Marathon. In the black, there's Khalid Kanuchi of the U.S., a 4-time San Blas winner. Out first on the rolling course, the wheelers. San Blas is held in Coamo, in the south-central part of the island. And an elite international field always gets to the starting line. The elite athletes come because they like the challenge of the course. But there's more to San Blas, much more. On race weekend, the invited athletes are treated to an Olympic-style opening ceremony. And the locals turn out by the thousands to be where the action is. No event in Puerto Rico is complete without the beat of the island, and you find yourself drawn in by the warmth of the people. The evening's festivities climax with the raising of the flags of the various elite athletes competing, all with the appropriate pomp and ceremony, Puerto Rican style. Back to the start. About 1,000 head out knowing there's a long journey ahead. The late afternoon start ensures that it will be plenty warm, and the spectators on the route will be really warmed up. Early in the race, it's rock and roll with quick turns and undulating terrain. Khalid stays comfortable at the front. The real racing is way up ahead. And no sporting event in Puerto Rico is complete without a press conference with the attractive sponsor representatives at the head of the class. The event is staged by the Delta Phi Delta fraternity, and they make sure that the invited runners are given special treatment. The elites come time and again to San Blas because they are treated like royalty, and they gain a large measure of international racing experience. Usually about 15 countries are represented in the elite field, and the individual runners are introduced to the press and greeted by Mario Gonzalez of the Puerto Rico Tourism Company. As with all major road races, the lead pack stays intact until attrition takes its inevitable toll. The fitness runners enjoy the early miles. Up ahead, big-time crowds. Increasingly, fitness runners from around the world have come to participate in the San Blas experience. And one of the biggest cheerleaders of the event is Anibal Acevedo Vila, in the red, the governor of Puerto Rico.
San Blas, this marathon, is a good example of the many things that Puerto Rico has to offer. It's a tradition, thousands of people come here, it's a sport competition, but beyond that, it's a cultural experience. The southern part of the island, Puerto Caribe, has many amenities. Puerto Rico has many amenities beyond San Juan. So this is a good opportunity to come and get to know more about Puerto Rico and the different experience we have. Remember, explore beyond the shore.
While some races tend to exaggerate the number of spectators, not here in San Blas, with a population of 40,000 swells to over 150,000 on race day.
This race is very hard. You know, the course is very hard. We have a hill called the Ajoguillo, and all the athletes that comes from other places, that comes from all over the world, they want to have in their resumes that they ran Coamo, that they did a good time here. To have San Blas in their resumes, it gives prestige.
Puerto Rico's top male and female runners take on the San Blas Challenge, and they are cheered every step of the way. Leading the elite women is number 26 Getawami of Ethiopia and number 21 Helen Kimutai of Kenya. On the men's side, a strong pack is still together. Number 2 James Kwambai of Kenya is the 2005 champion. Number 20 Hiwans Chalimo of Kenya is running his first San Blas, as is number 4 Evans Chariot, who has a sub-1 hour half marathon in his resume. This is when you think about all those training miles you didn't do. crowds cascade the runners as the pace is taken up a notch. Number 8, Martin Toritich of Uganda is racing his first San Blas, and he's very aggressive at the front. While most tourists are familiar with the beautiful hotels and beaches in and around San Juan, not too many know the southern part of the island. Joining the governor in his informal pep rally before the runners arrive is Ms. Terestela Gonzalez of the Puerto Rico Tourism Company, along with Coamo Mayor Juan Carlos Garcia.
You can feel the energy. Thousands of people gather here in Marathon San Blas, in the southern coast of the island. We are so very happy. We have people from other parts also, from the States and of the world. Please, I want you to go to our webpage, www.gotopuertorico.com. There you will have all the information you need to come to Puerto Rico. And remember something, you don't need a passport to come to Puerto Rico.
I'm better. This is the best one.
And not thinking of passports right now, the lead pack is down to 6. Breaking away in the women's race is Getawami of Ethiopia, a 3-time Olympic medalist and a world champion. This season's star knows how to race, pace, and win. Pretenders beware. Number 8, Martin Toritich throws in a surge, and you know those other guys are thinking, not now, Martin. Number 15, Upshiro Tadasi of Ethiopia, and number 4, Evans Chariot work hard to stay in contact. You work the uphills, roll the downhills, but there always seems to be more of the former. Khalid Kanuchi is having a tough day. He's in 9th place, well back of the leaders, and just hanging in. Now, the pack is down to 4. The Delta Phi Delta fraternity is proud of their involvement in staging of the event.
Well, in top of the Puerto Rican culture, you can call that the Half Marathon San Blas has been around for 45 years. This is our 45th edition. Puerto Rico families have come to the Half Marathon San Blas to enjoy the race, to see these runners, these world-class runners. That's what they do. They camp, they do barbecue, they go and party all night long. They enjoy the music where we have the festival.
With 2 miles to go, number 4, Evans Chariot makes his bid for victory. And number 20, Juan's Chalimo, cannot go with him. Neither has raced here before, but they were able to break away from the rest and make it a 2-man duel as they close on the finish line. Chalimo can only watch as Chariot motors away. Huge crowds lining the course in downtown Coamo. The 18th century church is the centerpiece of town and about a half mile from the finish. Up the hill, past the wall of police, and onto the baseball field for the finish. Across center field, then to home plate. Evans Chariot breaks the GoToPuertoRico.com finish tape. With Juan's Chalimo 7 seconds back in 2nd place. 4 countries represented in the top 5: Kenya, Uganda, Ethiopia, and Mexico. And the first finisher from Puerto Rico, local star Luis Collazo, in 6th place overall. Unique to San Blas, the crowd fills the stadium and waits for their favorite finisher. Luis Collazo is a big star in these parts.
Hey, Luis!
The international elites finished their challenging day, and taking the women's race is Getawami, who can now add San Blas to her list of well-earned titles. And Team Coamo did the job and stayed in formation. Well done. The finish line is a happy sight for the fitness runners who will be coming across well into the night.
How was it out there? How was it?
Terrific. First time, New Yorker.
Muy bien, muy bien.
the San Blas Half Marathon from Coamo in Puerto Rico. Go to PuertoRico.com. No passport required. Just be prepared for an adventure.